Hi guys, India won a very convincing victory against New Zealand today in Dubai, and the match was otherwise inconsequential. India and New Zealand have both qualified for the semi-finals, but this match was going to decide who qualifies as a top team, which India has done now. So India plays Australia on Tuesday, and New Zealand plays South Africa on Wednesday in Lahore. India plays Australia in Dubai, and this was two-thirds of the match was quite competitive. It was seesaw, win predictor predicting one side and another all throughout the game, and the last one-third was pretty much India all the way through. India made a change today. They picked Varun Chakravarti in place of Harshit Rana. Harshit Rana was rested, and that proved to be, a masterstroke because Varun Chakravarti was the man of the match today. He took five for, and apart from Varun Chakravarti, the heroes for India were Shreyas Iyer with the bat, and then in the late innings, Hardik Pandya got some lusty blows away, and so Shreyas, Hardik, and Varun, and the spinners, be it Akshar, be it Jadeja, be it Kuldeep, they did their job. India had four spinners, 40 overs of spin on the wicket, on this wicket. It was a tired wicket, it had a lot of spin in it. New Zealand spinners were pretty good as well, but India just was the better side today at the end of the day. However, having said that, I think this Kiwi side is pretty balanced. New Zealand has always been a team that has punched above their weight in ICC competitions, but this time round, I sincerely believe this New Zealand team is very balanced. They have some very good spinners, they have good pacers, and then they have a very decent batting lineup. Spearheaded by Kane Williamson, who again today played a brilliant hand. At a losing cause, but it was a brilliant hand nonetheless. And things are lining up pretty beautifully. India versus Australia Tuesday at Dubai, and then New Zealand versus South Africa Wednesday at Lahore Gaddafi Stadium. I'm Siddharth. You're watching Gully Cricketer. Guys, do subscribe and please leave your opinions in the comment section. And if you're liking my content, do give a thumbs up. So Mitch Santner won the toss today and elected to bowl first. Rohit said that he would have elected to bat any which ways because they had bowled a couple of times before, and they would have batted. Any which ways, India went off to a rocky start. Shubman Gill didn't last too long. Matt Henry had him trapped LBW. Rohit Sharma played a couple of brilliant shots, dancing down the wicket and pulling. But then, he also played a false shot, trying to pull his favorite shot and got caught. Virat Kohli didn't last long, played a couple of good shots, but then there was a brilliant catch, a catch for the ages, by Glenn Phillips. Arguably, along with Ravindra Jadeja, the best fielder going around in the world. And from there on, India was in trouble, 3 wickets down. Shreyas Iyer and Akshar Patel, they formed a partnership, and this was the defining partnership of the Indian innings. It was tough. Run rate was 3.5, but they sort of got a hang of it. And Akshar in particular was the aggressor. Shreyas in particular was the aggressor. Akshar also got going, but then Akshar got out. After that, Rahul came in. Rahul and Shreyas again formed a partnership, but Shreyas got out. And at that point of time, all these wickets falling, it seemed like they were falling at just the worst possible time for India when a partnership was developing. But once Rahul got out, then Hardik later in the innings, he played some lusty blows. He refused a few singles here and there that at times felt like counterproductive, but anyways, India got to a total of 249, which at that point of time I thought was around about par simply because the bowling attack India has. India was going in with four spinners today, and on this wicket, I thought, that was around about a par score. But if New Zealand batted well in modern day cricket, in modern day ODI cricket, too, anything under 250 or 250, it's very much chaseable. New Zealand, again, they started quite boldly, played a couple of adventurous shots, but then Rachin Ravindra fell to Hardik Pandya, a brilliant catch by Axar Patel. And after that, it was kind of a trial by spin. Kane Williamson came in. Kane Williamson, one of the best batters of this generation and one of the best batters of all time. And he showed why. But New Zealand kept losing wickets in regular intervals. Varun Chakravarti came in and he first got rid of Will Young. And from there on, it was pretty much all on Kane Williamson. Daryl Mitchell came in. Daryl Mitchell never found it easy going. And eventually, Daryl Mitchell was LBW by Kuldeep Yadav. Indian spinners they all targeted the stumps, and they were very accurate and very good. And Varun Chakravarti was the pick of the bowlers, 5 wickets. He was simply sensational. It was stunning. Varun Chakravarti was really, really stunning. Once Daryl Mitchell fell, Tom Latham came. Again, Tom Latham, looked all right. He, in fact, of all the players, apart from Kane Williamson, looked the most comfortable against the bowling. But then Tom Latham was, he tried to play as a reverse sweep, and Ravindra Jadeja had him trapped plumb in front. And from there on, it was just a slippery slide, and whether it be it Glenn Phillips and the rest, they came and went. Mitchell Santner put up some sort of give some sort of support to Kane Williamson, who was batting beautifully and got to a 50. And then finally, Axar Patel, who bowled economically but hadn't taken any wicket till then, the final ball of his spell, he got the prized wicket of Kane Williamson, who fell for 81 runs. And from there on, it was just a matter of time. Varun Chakravarti took 5, Kuldeep took 2. The Indian spinners shown. And this kind of is an indicator. I think, the next match in Dubai, again, India-Australia, the wicket should be similar. And these are very tired wickets, one has to remember. First the Women's T20 World Cup, then the ILT20. So these are pretty tired wickets. So I don't expect any, high scoring matches here. And maybe if India wins the semi-final and then the final as well. So semi-final, I would again think 250, 270, 80 would be around about par. And spin would play a decisive role. Australia again has good spinners in Adam Zampa in particular, and Glenn Maxwell has so far done pretty well in this tournament. So Tuesday, India versus Australia, the first semi-final, and then on Wednesday at Lahore, which is a polar opposite wicket, a brilliant batting wicket, we can expect very high scoring totals. I'm expecting 300 plus. That would be the par there. So New Zealand and South Africa, again, two very good teams going around. New Zealand, as I said before, I'm saying again, I think this Kiwi team is a very balanced team. They have good spinners, they have good pacers, and they have a pretty solid batting lineup. So this Kiwi team, I wouldn't take them lightly. I would not be surprised if India and New Zealand again play the final in Dubai, because I think India has a slight edge over Australia in these conditions in Dubai on Tuesday. So let's see how it unfolds. Today's match was a brilliant match. It wasn't a high scoring one, but it was a very interesting one. So that's it, guys. So that's for tonight, and I'll see you guys again after the first semi-final. Until then, do take care of yourselves. Please consider subscribing and leave your opinions in the comment section. And if you're liking my content, then please do give a thumbs up. I'll see you again.